Hello and welcome once more to Let's Play Sushi Castle. And I've only just noticed the castle is sort of swaying back and forth disconcertingly in the background, so I'm starting to believe our ninja is actually either drunk or hallucinating. He's actually just some guy going into the kebab shop, thinking he's a ninja infiltrating a castle full of sushi. That would have worked better if I didn't trip over my words, so let's just move on and put this debacle behind us. Okay, item room immediately, that's always nice, but we get a slightly rubbish RB item. So let's just ignore that and move on. Sonic ninjas are not too problematic, fairly standard first room to the game really. It's nice that we're not being swamped with all kinds of unpleasantness as we have been on occasion in the past. But they are still surprisingly tough. I think it's worth an onion to open this, especially since we can get another one. The Mimic, not too much of a problem. We're fast enough to outrun it. It would be more problematic if we had badly diminished speed and could actually catch up with us. But as it is, I'm not fretting. So for those of you who maybe haven't watched the previous episodes or don't remember all the items necessarily, the RB item we picked up in the free item room is arrows that shoot out, I believe, in all directions around us. Not the most useful thing. You'd imagine it might be good for clearing a space in a crowded room, but in my experience it doesn't really inflict very much damage, so it's not the most useful thing. I mean, it's better than nothing at all, because it does actually inflict some damage on enemies, but I don't think it's ever actually successfully killed an enemy. So it's not my first choice, or even my fifth choice of RB item. Actually, I don't know. A lot of the RB items are surprisingly rubbish, so maybe it would be higher up the list than I think. Okay, pop the chest. Just money. Ugh. Sorry, I was just thinking how much I'd like to be able to go, oh, it's just money when I find a load of cash in reality. If I were to find a load of cash in reality. Oh, that was stupid. For some reason I thought he was a diagonal guy, even though his clothes clearly indicate otherwise. And we've got another perpendicular guy here. And, oh, I walked straight into him! Idiocy! Well, let's just take on the boss. Naturally, it's Karma. Very common first floor boss, as I'm sure you know. So let's do our usual circle strafing thing and just try to avoid the fire he spawns. That yellow one is shitting me up a little bit. It's very fast and it seems to come straight for us. I haven't noticed that before. Anyway, just keep circling around. He should go down fairly quickly, and as long as we don't face plant into any more flames, I don't think we should like that. I don't think we should have too much trouble finishing him off. Okay. Just keep going, keep going. Come on, Karma. Okay. Now just wrap up the fire. It sounds like a dangerous prospect. Oh, God. Taking a lot of foolish hits, I must say. So, Dungeons 2. We don't have any scissors to open this with, so I'm just going to shoot it petulantly. Open, damn you! Open! Although, to be fair, we only have 5 coins, so we probably couldn't buy anything worthwhile anyway. It's just inconvenient when potentially useful facilities are locked by nothing more than flimsy police tape. And our ninja just doesn't like to get tape on his hands, so he refuses to open it with anything but scissors. Use another onion to blow that open. Thinks there might be some money or scissors or something. There's health, that works too. And this turret shouldn't be too tricky as long as I don't stand right in front of its shots like a complete Burk. Yellow ninjas, again, not too challenging. Nothing we haven't fought 1,000 times before. Slightly more challenging than some enemies. More challenging than, say, blue flames, but there's certainly no laser ninjas, I'll say that. Okay, what do you reckon, up or left? I think having the whole main level laid out in a straight line would be too much, so let's go left. Okay, no sign of the item room so far, but I have to make sure I remember I haven't gone to it yet. Remind me if I look like I'm about to go downstairs. Okay, grab the onion, keep going left. Okay, so we've got a giant ninja and a normal-sized ninja. I wonder if either of them ever has any sort of any self-esteem issues. Whether the giant ninja is all, oh, I wish I was normal-sized. Okay, that's fine. Couple of hearts. He had 2 hearts. He was a Time Lord. Oh no, what have I done? Okay, so let's scoff one of these sushis. It was neutral sushi. So let's eat the other one. Increases our agility, which is our rate of fire and our movement speed. We've still got a ninja scroll. And now we have a panda as well. Scrolls and pandas. Sounds like a stupid indie emo band. I do know genres of music. I just can't be bothered differentiating between them. Okay, so more hearts, but don't need them. Another scroll, so let's use the one we've got. Revealed the whole map, which is perfect when we're 1 room away from the boss. Right, it's Yokozuna, no great shock there. It's usually Yokozuna. And we'll let our panda vomit its creepy white vomit upon him. I think we'll use our scroll as well. Teleport to the start room. You complete fucknut. So presumably that's undone any damage that we inflicted on Yokozuna. Or it might be... Oh, I didn't notice that chest down there before. Hopefully it won't have the same effect that it has if you teleport out of the gauntlet room. Which is, the enemies are all gone, but so is your ability to get an item. I really, really don't want that. Come on, Yokozuna. Okay, I think we're just fighting him from scratch again. Yes. Okay, in that case, I'm not going to try my new ninja scroll, just in case. I mean, it won't be the same one again, but I don't have much faith in my scroll luck today, so I don't want to push it. Okay, continue dodging the food that he's unpleasantly spitting at us and presumably flicking at us with his disproportionate genitalia. Just look at the size of his loincloth. A man his size, you wouldn't think that would cover up much, but evidently it does. Okay, so put him down. Eat a dead panda. Sorry, buddy, who's living on my shoulder. I think I just consumed your brother. So we're down to the barracks 1. You're hungry. You've just eaten an entire dead panda. How can you be hungry? Get a grip. Okay. Can't open the shop again. But again, don't really have enough money to bother anyway. I'll put down some fire. Business as usual for Sushi Castle, really. Nothing too strenuous. We'll use our scroll, which drops a load of cash, and pick up another scroll, which is yet another mystery. Why not use it? Bombs. Well, that was exciting. Fountain, not worth bothering with as usual. I think I remarked last time that I think the fountain is only worth bothering with if you're short of bombs, because that's the only worthwhile thing it drops. So, let's just keep trashing these crates, because they'll probably drop more goodies for us than the fountain ever could. And proceed to the left. Yellow ninjas, again, not worth stressing about. But they did manage to score a hit there. I was about to say, but they could easily hit me. And sure enough, they did. But shouldn't be a huge threat. So, break the crate and open the green chest for some cash and scissors at last. So hopefully if the item room is locked, we'll at least be able to get into that. Don't really fancy the gauntlet room, in all honesty. I know it gives us an extra item, so in that sense it's probably worth going to, but a lot of the items are relatively useless. I think there are very few game-transforming items that would make the difference between a successful run and an unsuccessful one, so I'm not that bothered. Fairy dice. Increase our damage and rate of fire, but slow down our, or reduce our range. Slow down our range. What the hell's wrong with me today? Okay, so this could be an annoying combination. as I'm dodging around these Sonic wannabes, the yellow guys are also shooting at me. So they could catch me out with the odd shot here and there. But now it should be pretty much under control. Okay, and just the one remaining guy. Grab a heart and proceed up. Purple guys. Seems very early for purple guys. Although it might just be that I feel like we're earlier in the game than we are. Need to put down the spawner as quickly as possible, because otherwise he's going to be a serious pain in the arse. And then just try not to have the purple guy headbutting us too often. And just ignore the blue flames until I'm ready. Okay. So that's fine. Break these crates, grab some more health. I think we've got everything worth finding here, so let's just fight the boss. This seems like a quick run. Is it just my imagination, or am I doing this very fast? Anyway, let's fight Gremlin. Complete asshole that he is. You'll know if you've seen me fight him a multitude of times before. If you can have a multitude of times. Grammatically, that doesn't quite make sense, I think. But if you've seen me fight him the many times I have fought him, that's what I'm trying to say, you'll be well aware that he easily hits me with either his triple shot there or his enormous gargantuan laser thing. No, stay away. Oh, ass bag. I said ass bag at work today in the office, and I got some looks, I can tell you. Anyway, you don't want to know about my day job. I certainly don't. Let's move on. So we're down to the barracks 2. Let's go to the right. Haven't used the RB item at all so far because it's just that rubbish. And frankly, I keep forgetting I've got it. We've seen this room before, just a few minutes ago, and it shouldn't be any tougher now than it was then. So basically expect to take a couple of hits, but no more than that. Certainly isn't really a credible threat in our current state. So finish off the Sonic wannabe while not being shot by the Yellow Ninja. Then take out the Yellow Ninja too. Grab some cash and move on. Don't tread on the fire. Very easy to do, I have to say. These guys could be a problem. The yellow flames hunt us down like a dog. And then these perpendicular guys, individually or even in pairs, aren't that stressful. But in a gang like that, they can set up quite a matrix of shots. Okay, pop the chest for some health. That's fine. We were down to about 2/3. We need some more scissors in order to get in this item room. So once again, I will just shoot it wrathfully for a second to express my displeasure. And then proceed to the other direction. Down here. Oh, retro room. These can be tough. Because the spawners tend to spawn quite frequently. And he's not quite dead yet. Quickly, quickly. Okay. Put down the prune head. And the other prune head. Okay. So there's a bit of money in here. Not much, disappointingly. But there are some crates. So, get some health. And nothing else. So I just had to scratch my inner thigh. I'm sure you wanted to know that. But that's not a euphemism or an approximation. It really was my inner thigh. And only my inner thigh. Anyway, I think let's stand in the middle here and take out one at a time from this location. Because the crates should screen us from the others to some extent. Yeah, see that's strategy. That's the kind of high-level Sushi Castle play you're getting here with D&D Ocean. Not just anyone would come up with these kind of tactics, I can tell you that. Okay. So, we've got hearts, and we've got a chest of more hearts. Fine, I can live with that. So, let's go down. And this was indeed the right direction. I thought for a second it wasn't going to be, but turned out to be a good call. The Sonic Ninjas are becoming more problematic as they grow in numbers, but still not a high caliber enemy really. And put down him. I'd like to get to that sushi, but never mind. Okay, Skippy. Not that bad as mid-game bosses go. He's ugh, he's quite predictable. He has a definite pattern. And as long as you remember the pattern and which point of the pattern he's at any given moment, it's perfectly possible to get past him without taking a single hit. Not by me, of course. But certainly he shouldn't really be capable of killing you once you've figured his pattern out, in all honesty. So he should be gone soon, yeah. Eat some noodles and descend. Gardens 1 then. Okay. So we're on a delightful lawn. And so are they. And unfortunately, these gentlemen don't like being on the delightful lawn. They're quite cross about it. And they're spitting Yokozuna's crotch food at us. And we've got a mimic just to really rub salt in the wound. But not a big problem. Again, taking unnecessary hits, but I make no claims to be a master of Sushi Castle. Break open this crate, and then go right. We've got some fire. The prune-headed guys actually might be the biggest threat here, at least in this context, because they will relentlessly chase right at us, rather than just kind of doing their own thing like the others do. Okay. Room of Sonic wannabes, you know, that not much to fear, except for getting caught up in their undignified 1992 styled spinning. Okay, there's some sushi up there, we'll grab that in a second. It's not sushi we've had before, so let's give it a try. Decreases your heart capacity. Fantastic. My favourite. Okay, these sort of orangey ninjas are the ones who actually shoot at you, rather than in fixed directions. So these are definitely more tricky than their yellow counterparts, but still, as long as they're concentrated in one place like that, they're fairly fine. Let's go left. Oh, shurikens. Not my favourite room. Let's use the arrows. Okay, well it took one out at least. That's something. Hopefully finish off the rest pretty quickly. We still haven't found the item room yet. So although the boss room is here, I think we should go and explore a bit more. So down, I suppose. It's not here. I don't know if it's beyond here. Need to get rid of the green dessert guys because they're liable to just fill up the floor with their horrible goo. And that would make things very difficult when I'm trying to dodge these charging bastards. Okay, oh, bugger off. Okay, and that one. Come on, there we go. Open the chest. Oh, it's only money. Go and finish him, hopefully. There we go. So let's go back upwards. And I suppose this means we'll have to go right here in search of the item room. And again. A fountain. Whatever. So in fact we're going to have to backtrack past the point where we entered the level. Isn't it just typical that the item room is all the way back there? Oh, and I walked on the spikes like the dunce I am. Okay, come on, almost there. We must be very close to the item room by now. Okay, there it is. And it's a mushroom, which puts all our stats up slightly. And at this point, we're actually getting pretty solid stats all around. Not great, but decent enough. It's restored our range to the default point, and all the others are 2 or 3 points up. So, I think that's solid, that's decent. So let's just press on towards the boss. We don't yet have our arrow item recharged, but I don't think that's any great loss. At the best of times, and certainly not against the boss. Let's try this sushi first. Lose 1 heart. Wow. I'm eating a lot of bad sushi today. Okay, Morto. I think it was Morto who finished us off the last time, so I will admit to feeling a certain sense of trepidation at this point. Let's use onions on him. The acid ninjas that he's spawning could be very problematic. but I think really we need to focus on taking Morto himself down. We can control these ninjas afterwards. Oh, shitballs. Okay. If anyone has a handy strategy for dealing with Morto, please give me a shout, because I'm having trouble working out a way of reliably fighting him. I'm basically relying on blind luck. Oh, fuck me. Don't end my run again, Morto, you absolute dickwad. No, no, no. If only there was such a thing as a good RB item in this game. That could make all the difference. But not today. Well, as usual, thanks for watching my miserable failure in Sushi Castle, and I will see you the next time for more sushi-based castling antics.